back to my YouTube channel. That's it. So, as you know, and the whole world know, that 6 new lawsuits accused by Sean Diddy Combs out of the 120 lawsuits that Houston lawyer Tony Buzbee is representing. So 6 new lawsuits out of the 120. 4 of them are males and 2 of them are females. And just looking and reading all the allegations, majority of them are men. And I know a lot of people have picked up on that. Majority of them are men, and yes, there are some women too, but majority of them are women. And it's just unbelievable, because usually when there's a sexual assault occur, they're usually most women who sue the accuser. But now with this whole situation with Sean Diddy Combs, it's mostly males are like, doing something about it and getting a lawyer and making their complaint against Sean Diddy Combs. And the majority of them are women too, but my gosh, majority of them are men. So I'm going to break it down to you. Just bear patiently with me, because there's a lot for me to cover and to talk about, and I just want to go slow and just bear with me. So like I said, 6 new lawsuits, accusers against Sean Diddy Combs, and I just want to break it down to you. So like I said, Houston-based Tony Buzbee filed a suit against Sean Diddy Combs, which he has not announced the names of the accuser. It's been unnamed. The only thing I know about this male accuser, he's from North Carolina. Apparently, when he was 16 years old, he was sodomized and raped by Sean Diddy Combs, and including his co-conspirator as well. And the thing is, before I even go further, all these plaintiffs that's suing Sean Diddy Combs, some of them are mentioning Sean Diddy Combs, but they're not mentioning the other people who's involved and who participated in this. The only person who mentioned Sean Diddy Combs' bodyguard was Tatiana Graves, that she mentioned his bodyguard. But other than that, most people that are suing Sean Diddy Combs, allegedly raping them and drugging them, they're not mentioning anyone else. And I feel like they should mention these other people too that were involved in this. I don't think, obviously Sean Diddy Combs should be punished, and obviously he's going to be trial for this, but the other people too who were involved, their names should be included in this. They should be arrested or in jail or something. But anyway, moving on, I'm going to continue. So this particular man that was raped and sodomized by Sean Diddy Combs, he was 16 years old at the time, trying to break into the music business when he founded by Combs at one of the rappers' white parties in the Hamptons in 1998, and continued to humiliate him and cause him shame, because he basically raped this poor kid and videotaped it and have his other friends pass him around and sodomize him, which is just crazy. Another person in New Jersey, a male, claimed in a separate complaint he was working as security at the white party in 2006 when he was given 2 alcohol drinks by Combs, and he believes were spiked with ecstasy and other drugs before he was passed out. Fornicated, pushed into an open van, and sexually assaulted by Combs. One female plaintiff who filed in a rash of new suits on Monday. Name is unknown, we don't know her name, but a New York woman said Combs asked to speak with her privately at a Biggie Small promotion party in 1995 before allegedly slamming her head into a wall and raping her, allegedly saying, "You better not tell anyone about this or you will disappear," before leaving. Another man in Ohio, who worked in the fashion at the time of Combs' Sean John clothing line, allegedly he was in a stockroom in Macy's and flagship store at a Herman Square in Manhattan in 2008 when Combs and two large bodyguards approached him, hit him in the base of the neck, possibly with a pistol, and allegedly forced him to perform beep on Combs while making threats like, "I'll kill you." Another man from Georgia was working at a management company in New York, alleged he was giving a drug drink at a party hosted by Diddy in 2021, then left him paralyzed and feeling like he was trapped in his own body before at least 3 men, including Combs, sexually assaulted him. So, Buzbee filed suits on behalf of unknown women who allegedly Diddy invited her and her friends to a hotel room where he threatened to have them both killed before making them drinks and do drugs and faulted, excuse me, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, and molesting and ultimately raping her in 2004. She was 19 years old, a student in Brooklyn at the time, and has been invited to a party of Diddy near her campus, according to the lawsuit. So, this is a pattern here. All this plaintiff that's being sued by P. Diddy, I know Cassidy, hers was settled, so, and I have all this here. I wish I could just turn this around and show you. Let me see if I can. Hold on. So all this is all the plaintiff that I printed out and reviewed and read thoroughly, highlight, taped, you name it, I did it. The recent one, Jane Doe, the other one, John Doe, you name it, I'm like on this like white on rice. Like I am a woman, a bone, a dog on a bone. Yes, a dog on a bone. I am so obsessed with this because it's just crazy. It's just crazy that this is happening. This is happening. And like I said, there's a pattern going on here with all these plaintiffs. Okay, and then the pattern is the drugs that are supplying to these victims, and it's called GHB. So what GHB means is gamete, and forgive me for pronouncing it incorrectly, hypoxyloxide pyrrate. So basically what this is, it's like a street name, is basically G liquid ecstasy. It's like a date rape drug. And I'm gonna give you more information about this. This is why this is a pattern, and this is like, it connects. What I'm trying to say is it all makes sense. It's connected, especially with this type of drug. And what this drug is, it makes you sleepy, it slows you down, your breathing, your heart rate, okay? Also, this drug is a liquid form. So if this particular drug is being spiked in these victims' drinks, they wouldn't even know because it's a clear liquid form. You don't even know if you're being drugged or not. It looks like water. It has no smell and it's tasteless, or it has a slightly salty taste to it, but it's easy to mask, pardon me. It is usually sold as a liquid in a small vial. GHB is also available in white powder or capsules. So obviously you don't want to do the white powder or capsules because you can see it and it probably will take longer to absorb, opposed to if you have the liquid one, the vial, that you just have a drop and then it's undetected. You can't see it, you can't smell it, you can't do anything with it. Moving on. Who use it? So at the same time, GHB became notorious as a date rape drug, with reports that it's being slipped into drinks to facilitate sexual assault. There you go, sexual assault. So Diddy know, and his bodyguards and people allegedly, they knew what they were doing. That explains the 1,000 baby oil. Get it? 1,000 baby oil. The baby oil is clear. So just imagine with a couple drops of the GHB into the 1,000 baby oils, it's undetected. This is why he massaged them with the baby oil and lubed them up, because so he can just get them where he needs to get them where they need to be, so they can be weak, They're being vulnerable. They can't move. They can't do anything. They're basically trapped. This is just crazy. This is just crazy. Continuing with this thing. Low dose users usually feel more sociable, less inhibit and lightheaded. A slightly higher dose significantly these effects or makes you drowsy, dizzy, a little bit more, a little more may cause nausea and vomiting. A higher dose can make you slip into a deep sleep. Just remember that, deep sleep. How long does it last? Generally, it lasts to 10 to 20 minutes. Usually, it lasts up to 4 hours. It depends upon how many drops allegedly Diddy has put in the drink. So it depends how much the drops he put. It can last, 10 to 20 minutes. It can last up to 4 hours and even longer. Now, is it dangerous? Yes, it is extremely dangerous in numbers of ways. With the GHB, it's easy to take too much or overdose. Deaths have been reported. Each GHB is taken with alcohol or other drugs that effects are more intense, and the risk of toxic effects and overdose increase. GHB-related death usually involves other drugs such as alcohol. There you go. So if there's drugs in the mix or alcohol, and if it's improperly putting too much dose into it, someone could die. Luckily, no one didn't that we know of, but people can die from this. People can overdose from this if it's not done properly. And Sean Diddy Combs is not a pharmacist. He's not a doctor. Neither of his people, and putting the wrong doses in the alcohol and other drugs, people can overdose, and they can rely on that drug too. So keep that in mind. It also, what it says GHB liquid form allows to be slipped into drinks, like I said, and sedated prevents victims from resisting sexual assault. There you go. So if Sean Diddy's doing this to the males and to the women, they can't move. They're helpless. They're defensive. You know what I mean? It's like they're being paralyzed. Like their body's telling them to go. No, their mind is telling them to go, but their body's telling them to shut down. They can't move. They're basically paralyzed, and that's exactly what it says. It resists sexual assault. So even though they want to leave, they can't because they're sedated. It's basically like a rape drug. They're sedated. They can't move. They're like trapped. And this is just sad that each and individual people that's suing Sean Diddy Combs, the pattern is, the common denominator is that drug. Is that same drug. Every plaintiff that I read says exactly the same thing. And you trying to tell me these people are lying? These people are lying? I can tell you, I'm just guessing, some of them have never even met each other before, okay? Never met each other. And you trying to tell me each and one of them are lying about that type of drug that I've been reading in the lawsuit? Come on. We have to use our common sense here. This is just crazy. This type of drug, GHB, that he has been using for over a decade, okay? Over a decade. To sedate these people, to sexually assault them, to rape them, to sodomize them, pass them around to their friends, have them taped and recorded. It's just too much. It is too much. That he actually was doing this to these people. It's crazy. It is crazy. One more thing in regards to this. What it is effect on the mind. So, drowsiness, confusion, and also a memory impairment. Now, I'm not a doctor, but I looked this up, and this is what it caused. This is what it caused in the mind if too much is being injected in a drink. Confusion, drowsiness, memory impairment. It's like I said, it's like a date drug, like a date rape drug. And this is crazy, and this has been going on. This is what he's been doing to his victims. That's how he persuades them. He already knew. He's drugging them, putting it in baby oil. God knows what else he's been doing. This man has been doing it for years, and no one has said nothing. No one has done nothing because people were afraid of him. People were afraid of him, and it's just disgusting. It's just disgusting. And it's just crazy what's happening. And I did another search, and I typed up, can this cause an pneumonia? And sure enough, it does. And I can show it to you right here, highlighted in purple. I don't know if you can read it, but I can give you the website. It says that pneumonia and a coma with respiratory depression can cause this. So just imagine when I read this and I just kind of put two together. What if he did this to Kim Porter? What if he did this to Kim Porter? What if he used that as same type of drug that he'd been using to all these victims, he used it on Kim Porter? She would have known. Just like I said, it's a clear substance. You can't smell it. You wouldn't even know. I believe, and this is just my theory, I believe that Sean Diddy Combs had that woman drugged and killed. I'm sure of it. Because make it make sense to me. A 47-year-old woman, healthy, probably had no health issues at all, just suddenly at the age of 47 died. Make it make sense. It doesn't make any sense. And it even clearly says it here. It's not me making it up. It clearly says it here. That type of drug, GHB, can cause pneumonia and put you in a coma. That's it. That is it. That's how I believe he killed her. He killed Kim Porter. Now, I don't have proof. I'm still working on getting the proof. I'm still doing my own investigation about this because someone needs to get to the bottom of this. Like I said in my last recording, someone needs to reopen this case in regards to Kim Porter. This is just ridiculous. How is it that no one's not seeing this? Seeing the patterns? They need to resume her body and do another autopsy. I'm sorry, they need to do that. If it was my mother and one of my family members, I would do it immediately, but without no question, I would do that because it doesn't make any sense for her to just die like that at the age of 47 and why no one's not questioning it. Okay, look it up yourself. It even says it, highlight it, that can cause drowsiness, sleep, confusion, collapse, pneumonia, and a coma with respiratory depression. Like, hello? I'm not a scientist. I'm not a detective, but I have common sense. And she died from pneumonia. She did. So what I'm saying is this, everything connects the dot. Just Sean Diddy Combs' behavior, how he threatened people, how he assaulted women and men, how he drugged women and men, how he got prostitutions, the amount of drugs, the amount of the freak-off parties, everything is connected. Everything is lining up to this. And people need to see this. You don't have to take my word for it. Read the plaintiff. Read it. Read each and one if you had the time. I did, and I'm sorry I put these people in my situation that I was there like it was happening to me. And I'm sorry, I believe them. I believe each and one of them that this situation really happened to them. And I don't even know these people. I heard some of them, but the rest, the Jane Doe, the John Doe, I believe them. I believe truly in my heart these things happened to them. And obviously their lawyers believe them too. I truly, truly do. I cannot fathom that someone would just make all this crap up. Just make it up just like that, just because they want to make it up, because they want that 15 minutes of fame. I just cannot fathom that someone would make this stuff up. It's just too, it's too crazy, one, and two, deranged for someone to make all this stuff up. I'm sorry. You will be the most unhinged, psychopath, delusional person on this planet to make all this stuff up. And I'm telling you, and I'm going with my gut feeling, these people did not make this up. They're not. And they deserve to be heard. They deserve to have their day in court if some of them are willing to testify against Sean Diddy Combs. I hope other people do. And like I said, I hope other people name other people besides Sean Diddy Combs, because they need to be prosecuted and trial and go to jail. Let me rephrase that, go to prison. It should not be just Sean Diddy Combs. It should be other people who are involved. And again, I know people are scared, they're frightened, they feel like, his conspirator is going to come to their family and threaten them. But just remember, whether you are a believer or not, God got you. He will protect you and your family. Do not give Sean Diddy Combs and his goons and his thugs the power, because when you give them the power, that's when they have leverage on you. But when you take away the power from them, they got nothing on you. I promise you that. And I know that's easy said and done. I know some of you are scared and nervous and frightened, and you're worried about your family and everyone. But don't give these people the power. That's what they want. They want you to live in fear. They want you to back down. But when we live in fear and we don't open our mouth or say anything, it's going to happen to the next person and the next person and the next person. And then when will it stop? And it will never stop. It's just going to keep going and going and going until someone do something about it and shut these people down. That's it. Shut it down. They need to be stopped. They need to be punished, because this cannot keep going on and on again. These people are traumatized. You know how much they are affected by this? The stress, the PTSD, the anxiety. My gosh, I can't even imagine the amount of therapy that these people are going through. And you want this to happen to the next person if these people are not being punished, the other people not being punished? It's just not right. So all I'm saying is that don't give them the power. Don't give them that leverage over you. Take away your power. Get your power and your strength back. Don't give them any more of that, because they already took that away from you a very long time. And this, what they're doing, that's courage enough for doing that. They didn't have to do it, but they did. Thanks to Cassidy. She was the first person. Actually, yeah, she was the first person to do this lawsuit. And then the rest is follow. And I hope more follow as well, to speak up and tell their truth. Because this situation got to stop. No one is above the law. No one is powerful. No one is God. We only have one God. We don't have any other God. This, what Sean Diddy Combs, is just deranged, it's demonic, it's disgusting. It's evil, pure evil. And what we're living right now, we're going through good versus evil. And what the situation is with Sean Diddy Combs is evil, pure evil. And the people who participated in this as well, pure evil. And it has to stop. It has to stop. It needs to shut it down. Shut it down, period. Shut it down. That's it. So let me know what you think about this whole 6 lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs. This happened yesterday, Monday, October 15. And I want to know your thoughts and your opinion about this. This is just crazy, and it's just the beginning. There's going to be more after more after more after more, and all of us need to get ready and buckle up, because this is going to be a bumpy ride. And I just hope more people come forward with other stuff against Sean Diddy Combs and his conspirators. I hope names are dropped, because names need to be dropped. I'm going to still do my more investigation against in regards to Kim Porter, because I believe that case needs to be reopened. Point blank, period. That's just my thought. I just hope someone is listening and really investigate this more about her death. I believe that Sean Diddy Combs had something to do with it. I believe he poisoned her with that drug, that GHB. I believe that. And that case needs to be reopened so the family can have peace of mind and know the truth, basically. Know the truth, what happened to Kim Porter. That woman was so beautiful and vibrant, and her life was just taken away way too soon. From her children, like I said, from her friends, her family, her community. It was just not right. And then you got this man, Sean Diddy Combs, was living his life over a decade, doing all these disgusting things to other people. How is that right? He gets to live and enjoy his life and drugging people, taking people's money and all this stuff. And then she's dead. Not get to enjoy her children grow up and become the person that they are. None of that stuff. How's that fair? How's that justice? So that's why I hope and pray that LAPD and Kim Porter family will reopen the case and get to the bottom of the truth. It's never too late. Never too late. Thank you so much for watching. That's it, YouTube channel. Let me know what you think about this video. Please comment below and let me know what you think about this whole lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs. And there's going to be more to come. So thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.